live stream because I didn't want to shoot a video. I couldn't shoot a video and do what I needed to do because of OBS acting crazy. So I have to do a live stream. So this is the second live stream of the day, and I'm going to be going over the Sun Exchange and Bitcoin or shit.com, and also DCA BTC as well, and also of course Swan Bitcoin as well. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. If you're over on YouTube, make sure that you excuse me, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you are following me on Twitter and Instagram at not at Bitcoin Chris. It's at Chris Knight 407, and I am the one and only Bitcoin Chris. All right, I'm not going to message you and ask you how your trade's going. I could care less. All right. So with that being said, make sure you head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Right, and with this website and with this company, what you're able to do is not only, of course, get your $10 free Bitcoin, but you can set up your automatic dollar cost averaging, which is going to allow you to, DCA Bitcoin. So that way you don't have to worry about the price, guys. You guys can stack across all, no matter what the price is, right? Across all the different price points that Bitcoin tends to hit, right? Throughout all the volatility. You just want to make sure that you're stacking away. So make sure you head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. All right, and get signed up. And with that being said, we're going to jump into DCABTC.com, and that way you can see the power of dollar cost averaging. After this, we're going to jump into Bitcoin or stupid shit. And I actually just tweeted one of the things that I saw, but you're going to see that here in just in a second as well. So as you can see here, Bitcoin or DCABTC.com. So what you can see here is if you started to DCA, right, over a certain amount of time or a time frame, we're going to go over this here with you real quick. So let's just say, for an example, you started to DCA $50 a week. What's that? That's $10 a day. And you didn't buy on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. You just bought $50 a week every Friday, weekly. And we're going to jump back to, we're going to jump to 7 years ago because, we want to go back in time and see how powerful DCAing is. So we're going to go back in time, right? So $50 a week, you total invested, which is right here, is $18,000, right, guys? And then from that $18,000, your $18,000 would have turned into $119,000 just by putting up $50 a week. And this is why buying and just dollar cost averaging and buying and holding is one of the best ways to, it's a great way to stack your Bitcoin, guys. Look at this, $50 a week starting 7 years ago would have turned $18,000 to $119,000. That is crazy. All right. So let's just step it up. Let's say you got some money, right? And let's just say if you doubled that, obviously it's going to be double. So it would have turned $36,000 into 200 and pretty much $40,000 in 7 years if you just would have DCA'd. Let's just go down to 5 years ago, starting 5 years ago. Even doing it 5 years ago, which we're in 2023, time is flying by super fast, guys. So even if you start, it might seem like it's a long time ago, but thinking back, guys, time is flying by. Time is a vapor. Time is not real. So time is what we make it, right? So even starting 5 years ago, it would have turned 100. If you would have done $100 a week, that's $26,000 would have turned into $52,000, up 100%. Versus, you keeping that same. Imagine if you just would have had a savings account, right? And you put your money in the savings account. The US dollar is losing value. So whatever you have in your savings account, it loses value. So you're not able to purchase the same stuff that you were able to purchase because your purchasing power has decreased. Why? Because of the money printer. So this is why buying Bitcoin is very important. And the only reason why Bitcoin has a price is because it's denominated in USD, and USD is trash, guys. So we got to stop thinking in USD, even though it is the dominant currency. It's still trash. The US dollar is still trash. And this is a perfect example. So again, instead of you having money in a bank account, savings account, which is losing value, at least you would have made 100%. Even a high yield savings account is only giving you 1%, if that, right, in an entire year. So if you want to do 1% times five, that's 5% in 5 years. That's trash, guys. And when you could have got 100% just buying Bitcoin and holding, not having to trade and not doing all that extra stuff, right? Not being, not being not having a short time preference, right? You want to have a long time preference, right? So that's pretty dope. Um, let's just do even 4 years ago. Let's see what that's looking like. 40%. You know, we did have our double top here, boom, boom, and then we came down. So imagine how much it's going to be when Bitcoin goes back to the price. And this is why I love DCA BTC, because we can always go back in time and we can see, you know what, this is how much it was. So if Bitcoin, we're at 30,000 and then at the peak, we're at 60,000, you know, that's double. So that would have doubled. This would be 30,000. This would be 60,000. If you, oh my, see how crazy that is, guys? So $100 a week starting 4 years ago, for 4 years, would have saved you $20,000. But at the peak, Bitcoin is at what, 30,000, let's say, and then it went to 60,000, so that's double. So that 40,000, that would have took your 20,000. It went up 40%. It would have turned it into 29,000, and whatever that double is, right? It would have just doubled the amount, right? So, which is crazy. It just would have doubled the amount. And again, if we go back to, let's do 7 years again. Let's even do 6 years. Let's do 6 years. 38,000. 31,000, sorry, 300. It would have turned 31,000 if you just would have bought $100 a week starting 6 years ago for 6 years. Would have turned 31,300 to $78,000. And then, you know, Bitcoin was at 60,000, so 69,000 to be honest with you. But we're just gonna keep it simple, right? So that would have turned, it would have turned that into, you know, it would have doubled basically, right? So 78,000 times 2, 80,000, 160,000. Whew, crazy. So that's the power of Bitcoin, guys. I hope this visualization is better for you, and this way you can explain this to other people. If you're a Bitcoiner, you can help. You can use this website to explain this to, you know, everybody that you're trying to orange pill. Also, you know, it's just a great opportunity to see how much Bitcoin you would have if you just would have chilled, right? Look at this. You could do every 2 weeks, every month, daily, right? Whew, let's look at let's look at daily, yo. I never done the daily. Yo, this is crazy. Let's just do $10 a day because that's way too much bread for some of y'all. $10 a day would have turned 21,000 into $50,000. Let's say you did put $100 a day. Let's go there. Let's go back there. Let's go to 7 years because, you know, no way. Wow. $100 a day for 7 years. Starting 7 years ago would have turned 250,000 into a million, 5 million, 1.6 million dollars. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. So, you know, if you got some bread, this is the way to go. I digress. All right, let me get off there. Let me get off there. The next slide I want to show you, the next site I want to show you is bitcoinorshit.com, right? So instead of you buying, this is for anybody that has a consumer mindset. I was on a live earlier with Jessica, and that's fine if you buy stuff, of course, buy stuff, and, you know, just don't be an extra consumer, right? To the point where you're in debt and you are struggling, right? But just look at this, guys. If you bought, instead of buying Kylie Jenner lip kit, you just would have bought some Bitcoin for $125. This is back in November of 2015. You would have $9,000. Excuse me. Whew. If you would have bought Bitcoin instead of Mumford and Sons ticket, right? Back in 2012, you would have paid $109 for that. If you just held it, chilled, you would have $483,000. That's crazy. Instead of 0 to 1, a book, I never heard of this book. It was $25 to 1,000, basically $1,500, guys. This came out in 2014. Starbucks coffee. People love their Starbucks, right? So instead of buying Starbucks in 2011 with $5, if you just would have bought some Bitcoin one on January 1st, 2011, you would have turned $5 into almost $500,000, $450,000. I think you guys get the point. You guys get the point. You guys get the point. So go on here. I don't people buy porno premium. I didn't even know there was a such thing. This is crazy. Okay, so yeah, we get the point. We're gonna log off here. Oh, it's the last one here. Yeezys. Instead of you guys, all you sneakerheads, right? Imagine how much Yeezys you could have bought if you just would have bought Bitcoin instead of the Yeezy and chilled, and then now you have $43,000 back in 2015. So that is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. So you guys, we got to be smart with our money, right? And again, there's nothing wrong with treating yourself. You do only live once. You do have to have good times, right? And enjoy yourself. Correct. That is correct. However, make sure you're doing it smart. Make sure you're not, again, overextending yourself. Make sure you're not buying shit that you're not even gonna wear. I have a closet full of clothes. I wear the same clothes. Like I wear the same button-up flannel shirts. I love the button-up shirts. If y'all know me, I know I'll be dressing like I'm at the beach because I'm down in Florida and it's hot. So we got to dress accordingly, right? But I have a closet full of clothes, but I only wear the same. I'm pretty sure a lot of people like this. We only wear the same amount of clothes, the same clothing, like all the time, right? And instead of putting money into something that you're not even going to wear, buy some Bitcoin. I digress. Anyways, let's jump into the sunexchange.com. And so with the sunexchange.com, guys, I've actually been with them since 2019, was introduced to the sunexchange.com through Max and Stacy. They had the guest, I think his name is Gabe, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken your name, I do apologize. But I think that's his name. And what he did is he introduced, everybody to the Sun Exchange. This is where they pretty much, you own solar panels in the sunniest place on earth, which is Africa. And you buy solar panels and then you get paid in Bitcoin, right? And they pay you out over time. So we're going to jump into my account. That way you can see exactly, what's going on. I've been with them since 2019. You'll be able to see that exactly when I started as well, and how much I've gotten paid and how much I put into it, because I'm very open and honest. I don't care. I only put $800, I think, worth of Bitcoin, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin into the projects, So I was happy to do it. I was excited to do it. I'm still excited to do it. And I'm actually getting passive income. I get emails every month letting me know how much energy that I've actually helped create and how much money I'm getting each month. And it's not crazy, right? It's not a lot of money for the amount of money that I put in. It's a great ROI in general, and it's in Bitcoin. So, that's going to appreciate plus my ROI, that's a win-win. That's a no-brainer for me, right? So I'm going to go ahead and log in. But before I do, how it works, we'll jump into that. I think they have a video. So if they have a video, yeah, we'll play the video.
What if I told you that with a few clicks and for the cost of a cup of coffee, you can get paid for taking climate action and creating a brighter future for the planet by owning solar cells that power schools, businesses, farms, and more? Thousands of people across the world. Positive impact. Earning money with Sun Exchange. Here's how. Sign up. Get verified. And browse our current crowd sales for fully vetted solar projects. Find a solar project that inspires you. Decide how many solar cells you want to buy, and place your order. When all the solar cells in your chosen project are sold, our team of solar experts get the solar plant installed. Soon, your solar cells generating clean electricity, and you receive solar-powered earnings every month for the lifetime of the project. Access your easy-to-use dashboard to check your earnings, the status of your projects, and your solar cell performance. Cash out your earnings anytime, or use them to get more solar cells, compounding your earnings and impact. Do something that's good for your future and the future of the planet. Sign up and start earning with purpose today.
All right, that's dope. I'll also share that video in case it was too laggy, because I know it's a little bit laggy based on what I'm seeing on my end. So I'll just share that video just in case. All right, it's shared. Cool. All right, cool. So now I'm going to log in. Pretty much, again, you guys are helping businesses. You guys are creating energy, buying solar cells, creating energy, and getting paid from that energy as well. So I'm going to log into my account. Global solar cell leasing platform. Generate and sell clean energy online from anywhere. Very dope. Very dope. All right, so I'm logged in here. We're going to look at, first we're going to jump into solar projects, and then we'll jump into the back portal, and you'll see my dashboard exactly, because I want you guys to see exactly. I don't just talk this talk, guys. I actually, the stuff that I be telling you guys about and the stuff that I talk to you guys about, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just going to tell you to do something randomly if I'm not doing it myself. You know, everything that I've done and that I have done or used and that I promote, I've done and used it. So, you know, credit repair, I've owned that company, right? I own a company called Premium Management Solutions. They help people fix their credit. You know how I know it works? Because I did it for myself. I fixed my credit. I got tons of reviews, and I'll share those as well on Twitter from all my people, all the clients, and all my friends that I've helped with their credit. So I talk about that because I've actually done it. You know, a lot of people aren't really hip and don't really care about their credit, or they don't know how to use their credit to an advantage. But you know, it is what it is. Collagen, Color I use Color I promote Color on here. I actually use Color Pop. It's collagen, guys. It helps with your hair, skin, and nails. We lose collagen as we get older. I'm not going to tell you guys to and promote something that I don't use. SwanBitcoin.com. I use SwanBitcoin.com. I use them. I've been using them. They're a great company. I know Corey. He's dope. What else, guys? The Sun Exchange. We're on the website now. I use them, guys. So all these products and things that I'm telling you guys, I actually use these things. I have a ledger. I tell you guys to get your money, your coins off exchanges because I know it's important, right? And when exchanges go down and you don't have your keys, then you're SOL. You're shit out of luck, and then you're going to be crying because you know that Bitcoin is gone forever, or you're not going to get it back for a long time, and you're going to get less. And you know, it's just a big headache that you don't want to go through. So that's why I tell you guys, get a ledger, right? Or any of the other, you know, hardware wallets. It doesn't have to be a ledger. There's Trezor, there's Code Wallet, there's a bunch of other opportunities and other things that you can use. But I tell you guys to use the things that I use and the things that I know because I've actually done them. So with that being said, I digress. We're jumping into the solar project. All right. So as you can see here, if you guys sign up, right, as soon as you sign up, you'll be able to see all the projects that you can be a part of. And you know what I'll do is I actually don't have any cash in here, but you know what I will do is I walk through how to get started, right, and how to get a solar panel. So this is, let's just jump to this one. Well, I want to do one that's generating more energy, right? So this is 48 kilowatts, 53 kilowatts. Oh, plus 80 kilowatts storage unit in Cape Town, Africa. This is in South Africa, Delmas. Retirement Park Village. So you guys can scroll through here. 100. Ooh, this looks like one. And the cost per cell. You see how they convert it? It's $10 per cell. You know, so it's pretty simple. Oh, this is 16%. So all right, and they give you the update of how much is already sold here in the blue. You know, so this is dope. So you can see which project you're inspired by or one that you want to. Wow, this is crazy. This is a large project. 700 kilowatts and 400 kilowatts. Wow, so that's dope. So you can pick any one of these that you are interested in. This one's almost done, so we'll just use this as an example, right? So let's go to explore. Boom. Let's see what, we'll watch this video.
Op die ouderdom van 6 jaar oud het ik mijn oog verloren. Van een vriend van mij heeft de draad in mijn oog per ongeluk gesteekt. En op die ouderdom van 18 jaar oud was ik aangerand geweest. Ik was geslagen met een bottel over de kop en toen heb ik mijn andere linkeroog verloren. En daarvan was ik totaal blind. Die eerste 6 maanden voor mij was baie moeilijk geweest. Het was moeilijk om te aanvaarden dat ik blind is. Maar soos die tijd aangegaan het, ik heb dadelijk ingeschakeld bij Loufop in de Grassy Park voor rehabilitatie. En ja, daar had ik mijn rehabilitatie gedaan en ik had andere blindes ontmoet. En daarvan is het goed gegaan. Want toen zie ik daar.
I'm going to see if there's one that's in English because I know it's kind of laggy and I don't know if you guys can read what he's saying, but he's pretty much, he got blinded and he was assaulted, and this is pretty much a society. This is a project for blind rehabilitation center. So shout out to the Sun Exchange for helping those people that are in need. Let's see if we have a video that's in English. That way you guys can hear for those that are not able to see what's going on or read what's going on in the video.
Is that broccoli?
This is broccoli. This is a variation of spinach.
Planting, sifting, harvesting. This vast land in South Africa belongs to Buchle Farmers Academy, a facility training the next generation of new farmers.
The commercial farming sector is growing and it needs to grow. And we need to bring in many new people that will be able to farm there.
It's a need the COO of Buchle greatly sees in Africa, as agriculture accounts for more than 70% of the continent's workforce. And the continent still has a large food import bill, despite having access to 60% of the world's uncultivated arable land.
Because it's so cyclical, because it's so risky and so volatile. So what are you doing in this industry? Why are you here?
Understanding the crisis of the food crisis that we have in Africa, in the whole world, basically, that it's about feeding people. We need to ensure that generations to come understand that it's not just about doing what's good for now, it's about doing things good for the future.
Tumi gave up her corporate job in insurance to get her hands dirty in farming.
People don't understand that agriculture really is a lot of work. It's time consuming. You wake up at 5 o'clock, you sleep very late, trying to get things done.
She's one of the students at Buchle, which says it has trained more than 4,000 farmers and created about 8,000 jobs since opening 16 years ago. Half of the trainees at the academy are women, while 65% of them are youth.
The reason we started was that there were many people that wanted to farm. But unfortunately, South Africa has got about 13 agricultural colleges, but none of them are specifically meant for farmers. Many African people, for example, in South Africa, they were in agriculture, they were in farming for many years. But unfortunately, they were not focusing more on profitable farming. They were just producing for them to eat. But what we are doing, we want to bridge that gap that exists between small-scale farmers and also commercial farmers.
Here, students can pick from training in crop and vegetable farming, as well as poultry.
Last year we had kale, we had the normal spinach, broadleaf spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, and we had some beetroot as well last year.
Training schools like this focus on attracting youth to the farming industry, which has become a less enticing career choice.
What we're trying to do in terms of the next generation is explain to them that the agriculture industry, not farming, but the agriculture industry, is not the farming of their fathers and grandfathers where you are using a hoe and a sickle. Farming in many countries is, again, a business. It is a viable, profitable business. And there are new technologies that they could be using.
When you look at what's happening in agriculture, what's happening with the rising middle class and improving diets and reduction in hunger in Africa, those are all really important areas for us with our focus on food security and sustainability. And then when we take a look at our business here in Africa, the sub-Saharan market outside of South Africa continues to grow every year.
American manufacturing company John Deere is one of the partners that funds Buchle.
You know, when I think about the African farmer, I mean, we think of the problems in terms of yield, we think of, productivity, problems and basically the African farmer not being able to deal with major cyclical changes. How does John Deere help with all those problems?
Through the mechanization and solutions that we offer, right? Giving people robust solutions that help them improve yield, reduce input costs, improve the resilience of their farming system. Those solutions make a real difference.
Gadgets and technology like these tractors help paint a cooler picture of what the future of farming will look like in Africa.
Having access to technology or tractors that have technology, it makes it so much easier for you to ensure production goes on.
What's your favorite piece of technology that you've discovered on this path of learning how to grow things?
I would say the planter.
The planter?
Yes, is amazing.
So what, like a seed into the ground,
Yes.
specific depth?
Yes.
That's very exciting.
Because you calibrate it to do exactly what you want it to do. Who has the energy to be bending down 1, 2, 3 hectares constantly going
I
down?
think our parents and grandparents did that.
And as agriculture plows ahead in Africa, many are hopeful that technology and a youthful workforce will help them remain profitable in the competitive industry. Eleni Jakas, CNN, in Dalmas, South Africa.
Shout out to John Deere. You know, I don't really mess with the stonks too much, but I think that would be a good stock to invest in. John Deere, if they're investing in agriculture in Africa, the continent of Africa, which has many countries inside of Africa, which I did tweet as well. What we can fit inside Africa, or what I'll do is I'll bring that tweet up as well. But shout out to John Deere. I think that'll be a good place to park some bread. I don't know if they pay a dividend. I hope they. I don't think they do, but that'd be dope if they did. But shout out to John Deere. Sending over technology and getting all that good stuff over there to Africa. You did. Shout out to John Deere. Where that tweet at? There it is. Let me show you guys this real quick, and then we'll jump back into. This is how large the continent of Africa is, guys. You can fit the United States, China Part 2, Japan, UK, India, Eastern Europe, Italy, Switzerland, Germany, France, Spain, and Portugal, Netherlands, Belgium, all inside of Africa. Do you guys realize how large of a continent that is? That we can fit all these countries inside of Africa. This is crazy. This is mind-blowing, and I think a lot of people don't understand how vast and how large this continent is. And that's the motherland, you dig? So put some respect on Africa's name. I digress. All right, so back to the Sun Exchange. All right, so here you guys can see ZARs. It's the currency they use there in Africa, and it's in Bitcoin here per cell, and then it also translates into dollars as well, right? So you can see dollars. Let's see here. You can also bring up a PDF. All right, so the great thing is you guys can look over the project, right? You guys have a PDF form of the project, right? And you can read all about the project if that's something that you're interested in. If you find a project that you like and you want to see and read more details about it, click on the PDF and learn more about it, right? So I think this would be a great opportunity to invest into this particular business, right? Farming is very important. A lot of fruits and vegetables come from Africa, so, and it's the largest, most abundant place on planet Earth. And the sun is abundant there, and the fruit and vegetables are abundant there. So, I mean, it makes perfect sense to want to, invest in a farm, and not only that, invest in solar energy to help these farmers, thrive. So with that being said, let's jump back to the Sun Exchange website. All right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, we're here. All right, so here you can do, once you're ready, if you find a project that you like, what you can do is go here, and let's just say you want to buy 25 cells. That's going to be $125 for 25 solar cells. Let's just say we bought 100. That's 500. It's by 50, by 1,000. Right? So you can see how much it's going to cost. So you buy 50 solar cells. Boom. You click buy solar cells. You can read about the project here. You can see exactly where this is at in Africa. So right next to Johannesburg. Let's zoom out on the map, right, and see exactly where this is. The south of Africa. Woo! Man, they be lying on these maps, right? I hope y'all know they be lying on these maps. Because if you look at this map, guys, look, if we can fit all these countries inside of Africa, why isn't Africa bigger, guys? They be psyoping us under a lot of shit, right? And the map is one of them, right? Because I don't think this map is accurate, but it's Google Maps and all that good stuff. But they've been fucking with us with the maps and all the shit they've been telling us for years, right? But look how huge, like, why does America look so big, bro? America, you not that big, bro. You probably big, but you ain't that big. But you can fit inside here. Maybe you can fit inside there. Maybe I'm tripping. But on the maps, on real maps and stuff, on the globes and stuff, they don't be showing the true size of Africa. But anyways, I digress. Let's zoom back in. This is South Africa. I'm not going to try to, I'm not going to try to pronounce any of these. Give me 1 second. All right. I'm not going to try to pronounce any of these countries because I'm going to mess it up. Botswana, South Africa, Madagascar, Tanzania. Yeah, you know the vibes. Uganda, Kenya, Ghana. Look at all this. Nigeria, Chad, Sudan, Algeria, Morocco, Egypt, Israel. We're not even gonna go. I'm not even gonna say anything right now about this. But Ethiopia. Look how just large and massive this is. So you'd be helping someone all the way out here in Africa, guys. This is crazy, right? So big, so massive. Massive continent with so many different countries. So what you would do then is go to buy solar cells. They've already had 4,000 sold. It would bring you to this page. Let's do 50. Show me in USD, guys. I don't know why it's not showing USD. All right. Well, we already saw what it was on the other side before we got here. And then you would add funds to your wallet. If you already have funds in your wallet, then you can pay that way, or you can add funds to your wallet. Oh, you can even buy with a master. Oh, you can buy with credit card now. Wire transfer. See, when I first started on the program back in 2019, you just sent Bitcoin over. So now they allow you to buy with a credit card. You can send Bitcoin over or even bank transfer. So that's dope. How much you want to add, all that good stuff with the project. Cool. All right, so that's dope. Now let's jump into, and then once you do that, then you're set. Then you can buy your solar cells, and then you're all set. Now, let's jump into my back portal so you guys can see what I have in my back portal. So we're going to scroll all the way down and we're going to see exactly when I first started. So my first solar cells I bought was 30 cells, and this was back in 2019 in October. So in 2019, I bought 28 solar cells. Don't know how much it was. Don't, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much it was, but earning to date, I earned this much Bitcoin. I gave 2% to charity. We saved this much carbon, all that good stuff, right? And the second batch of cells I bought was for a high school. This was a supermarket that I bought the first one for. The second one is a girls' high school. Oh, go back. This has been generating. This is crazy, right? So you can see that it's been up and running for 4 years, and I've been getting paid for 4 years for buying solar panels, which is fire, guys. Passive income via Bitcoin. The second purchase I bought was in December 2019, as you can see right here, December 2019. Zoom in. I know it's probably hard to read. There it is. Let me zoom in. All right, cool. Zoom in. Zoom in. All right, cool. I gave 5% to charity on this one. I've earned this much Bitcoin to date. We've reduced carbon and, operating since 2019 December. That is a high school that I bought solar cells for. The next one, another junior school. Another school I participated in and bought. This is also in December 2019. 2% to charity. Earned this much Bitcoin. You know. I don't know what's going on here, but I can't zoom out. Can I close this? How can I close this? Close out. I'll just refresh. Third purchase or fourth purchase. 1, 2, 3. Yep, fourth purchase. South Africa. This was in November 2019. Fifth purchase. February 2020. Before the you know what happened. Boom. Let's see, another one. About 25 cells. August 2020. After the you know what happened. Let's see, December 2021. And the last time that I purchased was July 2021. All right, so you guys can see that I've been doing this since 2019, and let's jump to the numbers, right? Because that's all that matters is the numbers, right? The numbers, right? So here it is, guys, the numbers. I have a total of 183 solar cells, right? Energy generated 3,797 kilowatts. I've earned $300 to date. I've invested a total of $800. $834 watts is the capacity. That's the output of the solar panels that we had. So, again, this is a passive income. It's not something for you to, get rich quick or anything like that, right? It's slow and steady, wins the race. And on top of that, you're helping out businesses. You're helping out people that need it the most, right? And that need energy and need infrastructure and that really need it, right? Especially if you're here in America or anywhere like in Europe and you got, you're pretty good, right? We got it pretty good here. But in other countries, people don't have it as good. So this is a way to help out people and as well make an ROI and get some money back. And not to mention, of course, it's a win-win not only for you but for them as well. And also because Bitcoin's going to appreciate over time. So when Bitcoin was 60,000, this was $600. ROI. Um, so hey, it just shows you the power of what you can do. So this is pretty much the synopsis and the overall breakdown of the Sun Exchange. Like I said, I've been with them for a while. Shout out to everyone that has the Sun Exchange. Shout out to the Sun Exchange and everybody that created. I think this is a really dope business model. There he is. That's Gabe. Hey, Gabe. Abe, not Gabe. Sorry, Abe, for messing up your name. Abe Cambridge. So there he is. Shout out to Abe. Again, I found out about this project through Max and Stacy. So shout out to Max and Stacy per use. We went over how it works. If you're just now tuning in, just rewind the video or check it out when we're done here. We're about to be done anyway. And just make sure that you guys learn about this. I think this is a great opportunity for you to put your money to work to make some good money, right? Make an additional make an additional stream of income, right? While helping other people out at the same time. And again, I've actually been doing this. So if I've been doing it, if you decide to do it, you can do it as well. So make sure you read all about it. Make sure you read about how it works. I think I spent enough time on this topic and this subject. And with that being said, I'm going to head back over to swanbitcoin.com /Bitcoin Chris. Get your $10 free Bitcoin, guys. Stack up your automatic DCA as we talked about with DCA BTC. Stop worried about the price. All right. The price is the least valuable thing about Bitcoin. The value of Bitcoin is not in the price. It's in the freedom that comes along with it. And Bitcoin is different for everyone. But freedom, I think, is the number one thing that everybody can agree with, right? And make sure you guys head over to Colorpop.com. Get your collagen if you want some good hair, good skin, good nails, because we lose collagen as we get older. Ladies, men, and anybody can take it. Make sure you use the promo code 30 to get 30% off your order, and they have free shipping, guys. So just make sure you guys take advantage of that. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ChrisKnight407. Only one Instagram, right? Only have one Instagram, only have one Twitter. I'm not going to DM you. If you decide to DM me, I will message you back if I see your message. If not, I'm not going to message you back. Don't take it personal, guys. Stop taking things personal. I'm here to have fun, here to laugh, here to educate, here to help as many people as I can, here to spread positivity, love, and orange pill as many people as I can, because I understand the money printer is going to damage and destroy more than it's already damaged and destroyed, and it is not stopping anytime soon. So be careful what you're putting into your mind. Make sure you stay positive. Make sure you're watching positivity. Make sure you're talking positive, and make sure you just like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Much love. Bitcoin Chris checking out. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, you guys. Peace.